can fly.
So hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Homemade Drone channel. So today we're going to be checking that problem that I actually introduced there on the presentation of the video. So mainly we were really happy, we were really satisfied with the work we have been doing into building this small drone. And what happened is that whenever we turned that on, the very first thing that happened is that was turning around. So it was not actually flying, it was just crashing the whole time. So there are 5 different things that we are going to be checking here that we definitely need to ensure that are right before going with all our illusion into trying to put this into the air. So the very first thing is the accelerometer calibration. That is the very first thing we did already on this. So mainly in order to do that we need to connect the Cruise all-in-one board, so the flight controller, into the computer, and then you just need to put it into different positions like this, like that, like this, so that this has the maximum values of the accelerometer, and this is being properly calibrated. This is something we already did, but that is going to be your step number 1. So the second thing, which is actually another thing we also check, is to see if the motors were turning on the right direction. So remember, those 2 motors need to turn on one direction, and those 2 motors need to turn on the opposite direction. Actually, those 2 need to be clockwise, and those 2 ones need to be counterclockwise. Okay, good. So that is another thing we definitely need to check. Let's do it now. Just quick review here. It's really simple. In order to do any verification, it's really important that you take off all your props. You don't want to get injured at all. So really sorry for that. I actually realized I had no battery on the controller. So this controller goes with 8 AA batteries. So it's not really nice to have it like that, but we will change that in the future. So let's plug that in. Let's arm this. Okay, should be good. There we go. So we already see that this is working. It's kind of working a little bit, but we don't really know what the direction is. So just touch slightly the motor to see where this is turning. If you still have doubts, you can definitely touch slightly this part of the motor, always with the throttle at the minimum, and you will definitely have the feeling on what the direction is. So this would be your step number 2. This is something we already tried also within the configuration, so we are good there. So let's go to step number 3. So step number 3 is having wrong propellers. So of course, if the motor is turning clockwise, we definitely need to have like a propeller so that the air is going backwards. If we have the wrong propeller, what is going to happen is that the air, instead of going backwards, is going to go forwards. So it's going to go on the upper direction. If you start moving this propeller, you will see that you already have like a little bit of air like this. So not really need to do much. So just move the propellers like this, and you will get where the direction of the air is coming from. So you will see that this propeller here straight away is on the wrong direction, so we will change that. And you will not notice any air here, so you will notice the air here. And another thing to take into consideration is, so those propellers were built, and that is a really silly thing, but some people still make the mistake. So remember to put the propeller like this. Do never put it like that, because the amount of thrust that goes this way is not going to be the same that goes that way. So even if we do have this propeller like that, so on the other way around here is not going to make the effect. So be really careful. Remember, they do have like this adapter here, so this adapter needs to go backwards. And that could make your point number 3 on the verification. So let's go to the point number 4. So point number 4, it's a little bit more complicated. We will be needing to connect that again on the computer and check the PID parameters. So the PID is mainly the control that makes this, so whenever you do have a little bit of error like this, so is what is controlling the amount of thrust that we are entering on those two motors to correct that. So the thing is that if we do have like a really high P value, so, and you have it like this, like a little bit bended on the left side, so this is going to try to revert that bend, and what it's going to do is enter a lot of thrust on the left side, and what is going to happen is that this will eventually turn backwards, which was a little bit what was happening here. So that could be your verification number 4. In order to correct that, I would definitely recommend you to have the controller set up so that you can modify the P values within channel number 6. This is doable. This can be done in Megapirate, and it's also, this can definitely be done also on Mission Planner. So that could make it step number 4, and the last thing that I would definitely recommend you is to check that you have all motors connected properly into the dash, into the flight controller. And that really seems like a silly thing, but it was actually what was happening to me. I was really confident that the whole setup was right and was working fine, but it was actually not. And in order to check that, that is really simple to do. So you just need to turn it on, turn the drone on, and then you just need to bend it like this, and you should notice that this motor should have much more thrust than this other motor. Okay, so this should be slowly turning off. So it should be slowly reducing the speed until it completely shuts down. So the same should be happening whenever we do it like this. You will see that this is the one that is going to slow down, and whenever so you need to do the verification with the 4 of them. So let's do a quick demo here. So let me turn it on again. Let me arm the drone, and we'll go through it. There we go. So it's kind of working. So we are going to bend it. And you see that this motor is almost completed. Let me see if I can get it better. Well, I'm not really sure if you're able to see that, but at some points it's actually stopping. So the same if you do it like this, that other one should be the one stopping. That is actually not happening now, but should be reducing at least the speed, and this one should be much better. The same should be happening here. You see, this is the top one, should be reducing the speed. There you go. Seems to work much better on those ones. So you will get a feeling like this. It's not straightforward. I think you will get it much better like this. And also you will notice the noise of the different motors. So that is going to be straightforward for you. There we go. So that is going to be the 5 verifications that we need to do. The last one, I really apologize if you were unable to notice that on the camera. You definitely notice that by the noise. You can definitely notice which motor is making more noise. but I really want to apologize. I mean, I do definitely see like some of the motors stopping, other ones are not stopping, completely stopping, but they do reduce the speed, and you can actually notice that by the noise. So I hope that was useful for you. I'm going to be posting more videos like this in order to try to help a little bit with what we can on the construction of drones. So hope you enjoy it, and see you on the next videos, and hope you like it, and click on the like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.
I believe I can fly. I believe